Well, good evening. It is, what is the date? It is January 3rd, 2026. And trying to keep my streak going here. This is day 4 for me of creating videos. Yesterday, I posted a video of me out in the woods with my snowshoes, doing a little bit of hiking. In that video, I mentioned that today I was going to show some video from a recent trip that I did. During yesterday's video, I talked quite extensively about how much I have chosen to spend my time traveling at this point in my life. I, in lieu of other decisions, have prioritized getting away as often as possible. And one of the ways that I do that, that my friends and I enjoy, is Disney cruises. So last month, I guess it is now in December, on my birthday, my 50th birthday, we left for Florida. Jessica and I went down to Fort Lauderdale, where we were going to be doing back-to-back cruises on Disney. The first one was going to be on their brand new ship, the Disney Destiny, and we were traveling with my friends Mark and Angela Levick, who are from Seattle. Traveled with them a whole bunch. If you've ever been watching my videos in the past, you may have seen them on videos, before. So on this trip, the first cruise was on the new ship, the Disney Destiny. So today's video, I'm going to go through some video that I very quickly edited. There's going to be some quick, weird audio stuff that goes on. I just don't have time to polish this up completely. I wanted to make sure I got it done today, like I said I was going to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff we have going on here. So we started out, this is the Port Everglades cruise port, and Disney's specific cruise port here. We arrived, we were lucky enough on this cruise to be concierge. So we had, and you'll see it later, we had some benefits that you don't normally have on a Disney cruise. But this right here where we're at, I'm shooting down from the concierge lounge. So those are some of our concierge butlers, essentially, people that worked in both the concierge lounge, and ignore my dog's shaking there. But anyway, we're coming out of the ship here. This is the gangway that walk on. This is the atrium. First time seeing this is always really special. Now, when you walk up, you give them, you scan it, and then you give them names. Mark decided to call us the Les family. And so everything was themed on this ship specifically to heroes and villains. Here in the atrium, they had this incredible Black Panther statue. The detail on this statue is absolutely unbelievable. Now, we carried home a smaller version of this that we keep. I have a little display of Disney Cruise Line stuff. So it's stacked up with there along with the model of the ship. That's really cool. And I keep that down. It's actually my bathroom of all places. Now, this here was one of the first places we stopped into when we got on the ship, and it absolutely blew my mind. This is a bar. It's called the Sanctum, and it's completely themed to Doctor Strange. You can see the window from the top of the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York City, and this was a venue. It's located dead in the center of the ship on deck 3. They have music in here quite often. You can see a copy of his Cloak of Levitation is right there, and then right after this, you'll see the sling ring that is on display here in the bar too. Really cool place. We spent a little bit of time here, not as much as we normally do in this central bar, but still very cool place. Once again, it's called the Sanctum. So after that, actually, we did grab a couple of drinks while we were here too. I will note, each one of the new Disney cruise ships, the Wish, the Treasure, and the Destiny, have different bars. The central bar is exactly the same geographically, but has slightly different names in each location. So here, right to the left, I guess the port side of the ship, as you're coming up on the Sanctum, there's the Haunted Mansion bar here. Now, the Haunted Mansion bar, and I apologize, there's really wonderful music that plays in this bar, but just in case I ever get monetized, I really don't want to share revenue with Disney, so I'm just not going to play any of the Disney Haunted Mansion music. But this is in both this ship as well as the Treasure that we were on last year. The bars are identical. The show is exactly the same, but different mugs. So that was one of the two tiki mugs, and this is the other tiki mug that we got. We brought both of these home with us, and we have been collecting them on several of the cruises. So as I said, we were concierge. This was the lounge that we had when we got on the ship. This was located on deck 11, and it was quite a wonderful space. They serve food throughout the day from 5 p.m. until I think 10 p.m. if memory serves. That bar that was, I'm going to wrap around right here. You'll see a picture of the bar. That bar served beverages that were on the house. It was an open bar. for the entire evening. Whatever drinks you wanted, even top shelf was available. It was really lovely. Right here is the deck that was in front of where we just were. So right inside that glass is the part that I just shown. And then that looks down on a nice little area. This is our room. This is an actual stateroom on a cruise ship. Absolutely incredible room. It was basically a 1-bedroom suite. That door right there to the left actually went over to Mark and Angela's room. And then the view from up here was incredible. So this room was actually right above the bridge. So that flatness right there, that's the roof of the bridge of the ship. But then the room kind of wrapped around a little bit. So from the other like den area, this was the view that you had from here.
To the scroll, I need everyone to join us in a grand choir of ah! Let's practice. To the scroll! Ah! Really drunk tonight?
Whoa, this thing on? Oh, whoa, look at this.
So that was one of the high points of the entire cruise. That was called With Great Power, and that show blew my mind. And we finished the night on the first night of the cruise there, and then woke up. This is the view out of that room that I showed you before the music kicked in. I basically woke up to this every day. And this is us arriving at, we were going, Disney's Private Island right here, walking off. I got some fun shots here. This is a quick time lapse. If you're ever curious about how far it is from the ship, to get down to the First Family Beach area. This is quite sped up, like significantly sped up here, and it's still quite a long drive. Nothing, I may add, in comparison to their new private island. The drive from the end of the dock even to where the family area is a very long drive. But we're going on here, so we're moving on to Serenity Bay, where we, for the first time in any of our Disney cruises, were able to get our hands on a cabana. A private cabana, which if you've ever cruised with Disney, is one of the absolute hardest things you can possibly get. And this is what they look like. So this was just ours for the whole day. We had free drinks. This was our butler who was available to us if we wanted to ring him through the tablet that he's showing right here. And this would, we could order any drinks we wanted, if we needed towels, if we needed a ride somewhere, whatever it was that we wanted. But then this was our access to the beach. Now the beach in front of here was not private for us. This was shared with anybody that was going down to Disney's adult only part of the beach. But having our access beyond this little grassy area right here, this was actually really quite awesome. Now on this trip, for the first time in any of my trips,
say hi.
Hi.
Mark, look up and say hi. Can you?
I brought my 360 camera. It's the first time I've ever brought my 360 camera on a trip. And I definitely need to, oh no, it's actually not. I take that back. I got a different cruise that I'll show you later from October, not in this video, but another time where I did take it out. But it's great on a cruise ship. It's great in the water. It's a GoPro. It's called the Max 2. It's their newest 360 camera. I've actually loved playing around with it. And this is me on the Aquamouse. So now I've gotten footage. Give me a second. All right. So I have footage from that water slide on pretty much all three of the new ships. But this is a drink here. This was DeVille's. This was the piano bar. And this was their drink, their specialty drink that they had that Jessica took advantage of. And it was basically like having a makeup mirror and stand. And the sparkles and the lipstick that she got right here. This was actually like a frozen push pop is basically what this was. Such a cool little thing to have. And this in all three of the newer ships. Each one has its own iteration of this bar, but this piano bar is always far and away the most popular place on the ship. The line to get into that was always incredibly long. But the drink, she loved the drink. It was very, very sweet, obviously, as many of the drinks are. So through this segment right here, I'm going to show you just some random stuff around the ship that I captured on the last day. We had some time to kill, and I decided to walk around while Jessica was taking a nap. That cruise level bar that you just saw before, that is in each one of the ships too. Each one has a different name. It's called Saga here. And then Triton is in all three of the ships. It's a little small venue they use for trivia and stuff like that. Cask and Cannon, another one of the bar areas. This one is themed to Pirates of the Caribbean. It's actually been a different theme in each of the new Wish class ships. One is a Nautilus themed, and another one is I think it's just cruise line themed. I forget now exactly what it was, but this one is actually themed somewhat to the Pirates of the Caribbean, or at least pirate culture. And they had a pretty cool drink that was served in a cedar box, and it had gold chocolate doubloons that you could eat along with the drinks that were served with the smoke. It was actually quite a nice display. The art on this ship was phenomenal. I was blown away. Pretty much anywhere you went, it was beautiful. The ship also, like the other Wish class ships, has two different coffee shops. This one right here, I've actually just walked by it and completely forgot the theming of this one. But the other one is themed to Merida, one of my favorite characters from Brave. And this was, the color scheme is beautiful here. The artwork is beautiful. This is off of deck 3, so it's quite an open area as you're coming in. Again, across the ship, better than any of the ships that I've seen yet. The absolute beautiful art everywhere. Pride Lands, one of the dinner shows that's available on the Disney cruise. Again, Wish has one, Treasure has one, and this one has one that's themed to Lion King. Every one of the new ships has a Marvel restaurant, which is what you're looking at right here. Surprisingly, had a good time. We normally don't like this restaurant. It's kind of chaotic and small, and the food is usually the less of the three. But we had a good time with it this time. The show was actually a lot of fun. The promenade, now here is one of my biggest complaints. As a runner and somebody who likes to exercise in the morning, on the older class ships, this deck 4 went all the way around the ship. But on this one, you have to climb stairs to get where I'm at right now, up on the deck. Actually, I'm on deck 6 here at this point. But this is off the front of the ship. This is my I'm a king of the world moment. Right up here to the very top right, if you look above that bridge that's sticking out right there, right above that is where our room is located in those windows. Once again, it's the Disney Destiny coming out of Nassau. Did a massage here like I do most of the time. Senses Spa, a wonderful massage. If you like a good Swedish massage, their fitness center, obviously also top of the world. Every Disney cruise, doesn't matter if they're older class or newer class, has a Walt Disney Theater. This is where they do the Broadway type shows, but they also have movie theaters. This is the Neverland Cinema. They were actually showing brand new stuff. I think Avatar was playing. No, Avatar was not playing. Inside Out 2 was playing when we were there. This is awesome. This was incredible, and one of the longest waits to get into anything on the ship.
Now, of course, you are. Now, what is your name, friend? Mark. Please sit. Sorcerer.
Trying to.
So you have great power.
Not like you.
Oh, no, not at all. Don't be so modest. I'm sensing great power within you.
Yeah.
You just need to
It's all the food I ate today.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
It's gas. Now, who do we have here?
Oh, my name is Chris.
Christopher.
Pleasure. Now, what kind of mischief y'all get into today?
Drinking.
Pick
Things.
something else.
Soda.
There
Soda.
it is. Smart. Nice save. Shall we get a photo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please come on over.
Oh, that was one of my favorite things. The line was constantly long for that. Now, you saw Maleficent in that previous shot, and then Sorceress Mickey here. The art on this ship was actually divided aft to stern, or about astern. So the front of the ship was heroes, and the back of the ship was villains. And the theming was different throughout the ship depending on where you were. Good guys versus bad guys. The whole storyline of the entire cruise was wrapped around that. Now, each of the ships has one of these animated murals, and this one blew my mind. I love Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. He's tattooed on my right shoulder. One of my favorite characters, and to see an animated mural featuring him was just awesome for me. I love this part of the ship. Beautiful ship, all in all. There were so many different pieces of art that I would have taken home. This was one of our absolute favorites. And then the characters. You often see Mickey, Donald, Goofy, all those characters, but here it was villains and heroes. It was very much more focused on Marvel. And And that made me very, very happy. I needed them to do more of this on the ships and having these alternative type characters or theming more to stuff like that.
Midgard, without a doubt, but this is unlike any city I've ever visited before. Family. Would anyone like to hear a bit about my family? Yes?
So there were a lot of complaints that I heard from people that I talked to on the ship about that chandelier in the atrium. I thought it was beautiful. The theming of the ship, the primary theme of the atrium, obviously with Black Panther as the statue there, is to Wakanda, and I think that chandelier really presented that Wakandan feel very, very well. The ship was beautiful. We have cruised. That was my 10th. No, well, that was my 9th. And the following cruise that I'll show you some of tomorrow was my 10th. And I really love these new class of ships. Among them, so there's the Wish, there's the Treasure, and the Destiny. I would definitely still rank Treasure as my number 1. Destiny is a very, very close number 2. And then I put the Wish down at the bottom. We were actually on the Wish. I did shoot some video, so I'm going to get to that. Hopefully, maybe in a week or so. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this weekend, but Jessica and I were on the Wish back in October and had a really good time. And I'm pretty sure I have some footage. I got to go back and look from the Treasure last year. So hopefully I can get around to showing you some of the differences between the ships. Anyway, that's what I've got for today. Tomorrow, I will get the second half of it. We had a night after the cruise, after we got off the ship. We stayed in Fort Lauderdale for a night. I didn't shoot a lot that day because both of the wives were sick. So Mark and I kind of went off and did our own thing for a little while, but I didn't bring the camera along. In the evening, though, something to celebrate both mine and Angela's birthday, as well as just a place Mark had been waiting his whole life to get to. A tiki bar that I will show you tomorrow along with their second cruise. So thank you for watching. Once again, if you liked what I'm doing here, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, or follow me wherever it is that you got me, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or wherever. YouTube is probably one of the big ones. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow with some more travel fun. Thanks for watching.